This is the moment you've all been waiting for.
Hello, it's your host, DJ.AI. In this text, I want to show how you can write a complete track or song using ChatGPT. My background is experimental and sometimes very noisy hardcore techno. But these methods will work for any form of electronic and any form of music really, even without electronics. Obviously, there are a lot of possible ways to use ChatGPT for music production, but I'll only talk about my favorite one here. Here is the method that I want to propose to you. You can involve ChatGPT in all aspects of the track you want to create. It can give you an idea of which track to create. It can tell you the overall theme of the track, its structure, its sentiment, its direction, and so on. It can create the melodies of the track for you, which chord progressions to use, which bass line, the percussion sequences, the rhythm, the BPM, when to use which filter setting, what FX to use and when, distortion, compression, and so on, every detail. It can create vocals for you, and with other AI tools, these AIs can sing the vocals to your track, and you can incorporate them.
The universe breathes whispers of desire, as stardust crest the heart's hidden fire. Boundless energies converged in embrace, love, a nebula of grace and cosmic lace.
It can tell you the track structure, how each channel should be arranged, when to hit the bass drum in your track. Essentially, it can tell you about every detail of a possible track that ChatGPT will create for you. But more than that, it also can offer you suggestions, changes, different iterations of this track. In reverse, you can tell ChatGPT everything about the track that it should create for you. Should it be hard or soft, slow or fast, aggressive or mellow? Should it be about love, sadness, anger, tranquility? Should it have a theme? What thoughts should it address? What emotion? Even totally abstract concepts. Create a track that will remind me of playing chess. There are literally no limits. But here is the catch. While ChatGPT can do all the creative work you want, with this method you will have to do a lot of manual work, physical typing, copying, entering notes, doing things. As I won't connect ChatGPT directly to a synthesizer. Instead, ChatGPT will give you all the output you need, but you then need to power up your DAW, or whatever equipment you use, and enter the notes data that ChatGPT outputs into your DAW. Essentially, you will become a kind of mixing engineer to ChatGPT. ChatGPT is the fat cat music producer with brainy creativity and tells you which knob to turn and which button to hit. This is nothing for the lazy, I can assure you, and can actually take quite some time. And I'm sure a lot of hobby armchair producers will not be interested in this method at this point anymore. Although, of course, it's up to you how much of the creative process you hand over to ChatGPT. You can still play executive producer too. So how does it work? This depends a lot on the track you want to create and in what way you want to involve ChatGPT. I'll give some practical example. 1. Creating a 90s acid trance type track. Start your ChatGPT session. And remember, the more info you give ChatGPT, the better. And the more exact you are with your information, the better. Introduce yourself to ChatGPT. Tell it that you are a producer. Give some details about your productions and your usual production styles, the DAW or equipment you use, and so on. Tell ChatGPT everything about the project, what kind of track you envision, how it should sound, maybe even the emotions you want to convey. Ask it to create the notes for a 16-note 90s type acid trance bassline loop. You can try the notes in your DAW already. Use a bass synthesizer, obviously. Does it sound right? If not, what needs to be changed? Tell ChatGPT to make the bass line more chaotic or more mellow or more driving or more old school, whatever you want. Talk with ChatGPT and find the right baseline. Essentially, do the same with all the other elements of the track. Ask it to create a melody to use. A percussion rhythm to use. FX or other elements to use. Type the notes and sequences into your DAW and see if you like them. If not, use the same process as above and ask for changes. Reminder, it tremendously helps to tell ChatGPT about your DAW and which soft synths, drum machine emulation, etc. you use. For example, I'm using an 808 clone and then ask it to create a percussion sequence for that. You can even give details like that you want the 808 cowbell sound to be prominent and so on. Now that you have all loops and basic sequences ready, you can ask ChatGPT about the structure of the track. When does the bass drum need to come in? When does the breakdown happen? When does the main melody get introduced, and more? Again, if ChatGPT's output is not detailed enough or to your liking, you can tell this to ChatGPT and get ChatGPT to be as specific as you want. For example, at first it might give a more general output like, make sure the bass drum gets introduced at the climax of the track, or something in that vein, but you can ask ChatGPT to tell you the exact beat and bar when each element of the track comes in or gets cut off again. You can also ask ChatGPT about any other aspect or part of the track that you want. It will output everything, but you need to punch it into your DAW. 2. Creating an old-school gabber techno track similar to above. But you could, for example, do the following. Tell it you have a Hoover Juno synth-type sound, and it should create a sequence for you that you can use this sound with. Or that you have a T99 type sound and want it to create an epic gabber melody out of it for you.
This is the moment.
3. General brainstorming. In the above examples, you already had a specific concept for a track, and you used ChatGPT to create all the lower details. You can, of course, do the total opposite, too. Ask ChatGPT to give you ideas about possible tracks. For example, tell it that you want to create a track with electronic beats and an epic feel, and let it suggest to you which way to go on with this. Second example, you want to do a track, and it should have a hard, driving drum and epic vocals, but you don't have more ideas yet. Let ChatGPT suggest additional ideas so that you have a complete track. Let it write the vocals for you. Go on from there. Even start totally from scratch. You want to create an electronic track, and ChatGPT should brainstorm for you and give you ideas. Let it suggest a genre, overall concept, and so on. Using both methods, you can create a full track and involve ChatGPT in every part of the production process.
In the surreal future, where dreams take form, love's essence defies every known norm. Tapestry woven with threads of pure intent, in love's sanctuary, rolls far content.
4. There is more to be said and more examples could be given, but I'll stop the text here. Let's just add 2 final things. Of course, this is no perfect one-fix solution. You might not like some of the ideas ChatGPT does give you. Also, ChatGPT might not understand all the ideas you tell it. But you can talk with ChatGPT about it and you can try to fix it that way. Again, this is not really automatized. In some cases, if you just can't seem to agree with ChatGPT, it might even be better if you do some parts of the track by yourself, like creating a melody in the old-fashioned form, on your own. Also, as mentioned, it can involve a lot of manual work and copying and pasting and typing in data. And a lot of people won't like the idea to become the mixing engineer to ChatGPT and been told which note to play and which fader to slide. But if you're into AI music production, this can be a lot of fun. The results can be very rewarding and, let me assure, truly mind-blowing.